sexiest talk show on radio, Hot Topics, is here to fire up your airwaves. Join us on Kyrie FM, Kyrie TV, and on Facebook Live, Monday to Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. with the bold and opinionated Vanessa as we turn up the heat. We'll ask the hard-hitting questions plaguing us every day. We'll talk about issues affecting our daily lives. You want to vent? Call. Get it off your chest. And guess what? A guest host will pop in randomly every week. You too could be a guest host. Yes, follow Kyrie FM's Facebook and get an opportunity to bring the heat to co-host Hot Topics. Don't wait. Tune in and tell it like it is, only on the genuine sound, Kyrie FM.
Don't worry, it's already Miss DJ Taffy, and you're locked in to Hot Topics on Kyrie FM.
Whoa! It's about Guaraji Messi, that's me, and you're locked into Hot Topics on Kyrie FM.
Sycamore.
Therapy for free. Whatever's on your mind, whatever pissed you off, whatever you're happy about, if you want to give kudos, if you want to throw some shade. Today, right now, is your opportunity to do so. So I want to welcome you to Hot Topics and want to shout out the folks who are locked in with us on the live. Good afternoon to you. Folks on the frequencies, good afternoon. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Kyrie TV, welcome. All right, want to shout out the folks that are having birthdays today. My buddy Lennox Lawrence Jr., happy birthday to you. Shout out to Gregory Felix, it's your birthday today. And want to shout out Kwame Uzeb celebrating. Good afternoon and happy birthday to Hendo Julian, to Jameson John Jules down there at Petro Caribe. Happy birthday to you, all right? Hope Eric and them doing something nice for you for your birthday. Okay, I want to shout out my cousin Kirill Bruno. Happy birthday to you. And to my buddy, celebrating today, Sean Esprit. Happy birthday to you, Sean. Wishing you an amazing day today. And let's hit across on the West Coast and shout out my girl, Afi. Afi, if you feel happy birthday to you, my love. Hope you have a day that is as amazing as you are, all right? I want to shout out all the bus drivers on all the routes, all the stops, all the tourists visiting. Welcome. All right. I want to shout out the folks at the different sites right now. The folks at the Trafalgar Falls, at the Welcome Center, the folks at Champaign, you know, the folks down on the Tombolo in Scott's Head. Good afternoon to you. All right. I want to shout out the folks at the Hot Springs. If you're in Titu Gorge, good afternoon to you. If you're at Wary Lake, at Freshwater Lake, Emerald Pool, good afternoon to you. Up there at Morn Bruce in the Botanical Gardens, good afternoon, all right? Want to shout out the guys down there at Pays in Portsmouth, Cobra, and the rest of the crew. Good afternoon, big up yourselves one time, all right? Shout out to my posse people one time, good afternoon to you. And I want to say hi to the people in Tatan, in Benz, in Savanpai, in Cottage, in Ansdy May, in Tukari. Good afternoon to you, Tukari, my folks at the Almond Deck, as I can fit. Boy, I can't wait for Poker Run 2026. Huh? But anyways, folks on the north, big up yourselves one time. Clifton, good afternoon to you. All right, it's 9 minutes past 4, but before we go, we definitely have to shout out the folks at the hospitals. And I heard tell some of the guys at the state prison, I don't know how they just listen, but those of you listening, good afternoon to you. Okay, partners? Hope you have an amazing day this afternoon. Big up yourselves one time. And remember, you effed up to get up there, so fix up to come back out, all right? Good. So 2 F's can make something happen. The one that brought you up there, and the one that takes you out and fixes you. So let's go. All right, want to shout out the folks locked in overseas. If you're in Guadeloupe, good afternoon, Harry Danica. Good afternoon to all listeners in Grenada. If you're in St. Lucia, listening via Flow Channel 119, big up yourselves. Good afternoon to you, my Lucian family. Mwah, love always. All right, Daryl over there at Bay Gardens. Yan over there. Or if you're overseas, you know the Living Reacher, aka Diaspora, you can call us on 1-305-6 1-305-906-6214. These are the numbers, all right? We'll be back after these messages. Keep it locked.
Ready Finance. Whether it's a furniture upgrade or appliance replacement, it's all easy when you shop using Courts Ready Finance. Get more flexibility by choosing your payment terms, more affordability with low monthly payments, and more access with fast and easy application. Plus, there's no down payment, and you make your first payment in 30 days. Get great deals and gifts with select purchase. Get so much more with Courts Ready Finance. Only at Courts, bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
I have a container on the port. I need to take it to La Plaine. I'm looking for an apartment to rent.
Yo, I need a boat for the weekend on the water. Who can I call?
Ada Trucking, of course. Here's the number: 449-2817. Ada Trucking Services Limited, located at Hartford Estate, Jimmy, Dominica, provides efficient, quality trucking and excavating services with over 25 years experience. Our services include container haulage and lifting, excavation and demolition, as well as trucking. Looking to rent compactors, rollers, generators, bulldozers or graders? Check us out. We also offer home and apartment rentals, boat rentals, and a 69-seater party bus. Be it work, housing, or party, contact Ada Trucking Services. Visit us today or call 449-2817. Reach us via email, adatrucking@hotmail.com, or like our Facebook page, Ada Trucking Services. Ada Trucking, the godfather of trucking services in Dominica.
Listen, I can't look at you anymore. You're just not picking up my signals. I've tried to fix things, but all I do is push your buttons. I don't think there's a remote chance of fixing this. I need clarity. I need to move on. Things can't stay static. So, I'm moving on to a brand new flat screen smart TV from Quartz. It has more inches and really knows how to turn me on.
Say goodbye to your old TV and hello to a new one from Quartz.
I finally realized size does matter.
Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Speedy recovery.
What you all you my car just going to fall as we?
Where are you?
Poka say,
Hang on, ma'am. We're on the way.
At Speedy Recovery, we provide 24-hour towing and recovery, container haulage and lifting, crane truck rental, and dump truck services. We are professionals in the business with over 20 years experience, emerging from the towing specialists themselves, Walsh Trucking. Call today on 767-285-TOW, that's 285-2869, or 277-4290, or 316-7077. Send an email, speedyrecoverytrucking@gmail.com, like us on Facebook, or visit us at River Estate at the Walsh Trucking Yard. We are Speedy Recovery, your full-service trucking company. Call 285-TOW.
All right, guys, welcome back. And if you're just joining, welcome aboard. This is your Hot Topics, your Tell It Like It Is show. It is Vent Day. All right, it is Vent Day. And you know, it's been raining, right, this week so far, and you know how our roads are. The water will collect on certain areas of the road. Motorists, we the pedestrians are on foot and we're walking on the roads, and some of you motorists have taken up the sidewalks. Therefore, we have to put on our make-believe number plate on our posterior and walk in the road. So therefore, you need to exercise a little bit more caution when you are driving on the road that is wet with water collected, so that you do not splash us, the pedestrians, with our makeshift number plates. Please be more conscientious when you're driving on the road. People walking on the road, guess what? I have my nice white dandana and the person splash me. You know what? Whatever I have in my hand is haul and fling and fly and voltige. Because what? You know? So yeah, I mean, be a little more courteous when you are driving on the people them road. Okay? Be a little more courteous when you're driving on the road, especially when it's raining. Okay? Good. That is my big appeal to you for today. All right? Just be a little more courteous. Slow down. Once you're late already, you can't be late twice. You know, you're late already, you can't be late twice. And another thing, our roads, you know, our roads, they are for driving. Okay? Yes, there are times when you need to accelerate a little bit more than usual. I understand driving fast, but you see the way some of you others drive, like is on the Grand Prix all you driving, or the Le Mans track in Paris. This is a regular road, not a racetrack. So take it easy. You get what I'm saying? Take it easy. All right? Good stuff. That is my plea for you all today. Good. Now let's continue a little bit while we're venting, okay? Because I was sitting having a beverage yesterday. I'm not going to say of what kind. And this young lady comes and she says to me, "Boy, V, you know, the visiting hours are set at the hospital, and they're supposed to be nurses and domestics or ward aides who assist with taking care of the patients, right? So in the event that a bedpan needs to be changed, in the event that a diaper needs to be changed, in the event that a patient needs to be rolled over, and it's off visiting hours or the family members are not there. You see, based on her experience, the family member that she has at the hospital, well, her family member is left to fester in whatever excrement that stays in the diaper until one of their family members come by. Now, mark you, they are not allowed to come in at certain times because of set visiting hours. I want to know if this is true. Are the patients really being neglected on the wards? I mean, I know we have a shortage of nurses. I know we have a bit of understaffing again, but what's going on? Why so many complaints? And this is not the only complaint. I've been hearing about it for the past few weeks. I know that we had a situation like that previously. I thought all of that had rectified itself. So you're calling me now to open my mouth again and say, if you're a nurse, this is what you're called for. This is what you're there for, to take care of your patients. If you're a ward aide, that's what you're there for. It's not about being on the ward and ponging bath and checking who you want to check. So if that is the case, check yourselves and fix the situation. Okay? That's all I'm saying on that matter. When I get more proof, documents and so on, yes, we can talk a little bit more. But for now, if that is the situation, let's do something to fix that, because you put yourself in that position. You chose that profession. You studied. It's not like you just, like some people just tell their children when they ask them where you come out, you fall off a mango tree. You didn't just fall off a mango tree and end up in the hospital on the ward with a white uniform or scrubs on you. You actually told yourself that this is what you're going to do. You paid money to do that. Well, do it. Thank you very much. Now, are we talking about doctors and thing. Why is it that when I make a doctor's appointment and I'm given a time, I'm told to come in, your appointment is at 12:30 on Thursday. Okay, 12:30 p.m. on Thursday. That's your appointment. Thank you very much, Madam Secretary. I come to the doctor Thursday at 12:30 p.m. and it is 3:30 p.m. and I am yet to see the doctor. Or sometimes it is 1:45 and the doctor has not come into the office yet. What gives? Like, tell me what is going on here. What is that all about? Okay. You set a doctor's appointment. Doctors, let me tell you a little bit of something about what I think, how I think this thing should roll. I know you want to make a Gianna Pache money, you understand? Because you have to pay the rental for the facility you're using if it's not yours. And if it's yours, maybe you have to pay the loan at the bank. You have to pay your staff. You have to take care of yourself. You have to maintain, your clinic and all of that. I get that. But how much time do you allot per patient visit? Granted, a visit with a patient might be touch and go because you have those that has formulated their own illnesses. I get that. The YouTube patients, the Google patients, right? They come and they feel one type of way and they go and Google it and they come and tell you is that they have. I get that. So, what else call them? Mitochondriacs? I forget. I'll look up the name just now. But anyways, I don't want to use words out of context of me. My bae ba. All right. So if it is that you're devoting 20 minutes, let me just throw that number out there, 20 minutes to a patient, let's make it 20 minutes between appointments. Or if it's half an hour, let's make it a half hour between appointments. Now, sometimes you may have a person who may have a lot of questions like me. I toujours want to know. If you write A on your paper, I want to know what you write it for. If you write a prescription, I want you to give me the whole la-da-da about the medication. You understand? And its effect on me, etc., etc. And if there are any other alternatives and all of that. Yes, there are some people who will actually spend time, discuss with the doctor what is going on with them, discuss the health plan and all of that. There are some people, you come and they tell you, well, you have a big forehead and what you have to do is rub it with Chandel twice a day and they write you a prescription for the Chandel. You know, the Chandel soft candle. Okay? And then you spend 10 minutes in the doctor's office, bam. There are some people the doctor has to go all over you to check you, you know what I mean? And yeah. So how much time do you devote? How much time is allocated between visits? Because I've seen one time, my appointment was actually 12:30 on a particular day. The person who was allegedly before me told me that their appointment was 12:15 and the one before them was 12. So why don't you give it a wider berth? And then if it is that the patients don't spend all that time, you have at least 5 people on standby. You get what I'm saying? Why not do that? But let's go to the telephone. Hot Topics, you're live. Good. Oops, try again. Please, darling, try again. All right. Yeah, so let's go again.
Yeah. Bravo. Hello.
Good afternoon, I'm here.
Okay. Well, a very good topic. But you always on point, you know. And what I like about you, you're a sharpshooter. When you like to talk about your food also. That's what I like to hear about you too. Because I myself like my food, you know. I like what I like. That's a very good topic because I find some of the doctors very busy. And you're talking about the schedule of the timing of the giving for appointments. Too many times they give people the same time. 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You understand? So if you go there at 9 o'clock, sometimes you come out at 2:30. You understand? Which I find that is not fair. And another part of the doctors I find that is not fair again. Your customer dealing with them. They tell you 120 to check your eye or your nose. You give them 120. They give you 21 days to come back and check up. You still have to pay 120 for the same A, B, G, C, D, E, F, G, L, it is spray in your eyes. You understand? So them things must stop and let's get together. You have a patient that will medical thing for you. They know how to get in the money. You know how this thing is already. Some young have to go and get the money together with to bring for you, and you don't know if that they're going to bring the money for you. So you have to calculate that too. When you charge me 120 and I come in for my results, why I have to pay $100 or 120 again? My results I coming for. Just give me my results. I was there already. You put it in my envelope. If you have to make a contribution, tell me you have to make a contribution for your paper and your this and your that. You understand? But you charge me the same amount of money every time I come. So what is it? And the same medicine is me over and over. And it's not working. You understand? It's not working. The eye stimulating or the nose or your stomach stimulating. They still give you. And there are so much tricks. So when you see that they're stupid, they will take you. You know how they take you? They give you a prescription to go and buy whatever by Father Jolly or Mother Jolly. When you go there, or Father Buzai. When you go there and you buy what you buy, it's a different name. You understand? But it's the same tablet. You understand? So if you don't have knowledge, you pass college and you have one graduate student to tell you, Thomas, you know what you had last week? The doctor said he changed the medicine. And you know, this is the same medicine giving you. You have your grandmother giving medicine every day. And when you bring out the doctor changing it, but it's the same medicine, a different box, and they take a scotch tape, and they scotch taping. What is scotch taping? Why is scotch taping? What is scotch taping on the box? So if you take your time and you pull it out, you see sometimes the thing expire. You know what I mean? So we have to work on that. So very good point. And in closing, the doctors and them that doing the wickedness like that, let me tell you, you have to go and follow you. Let me tell you why you have to go and follow you. You charging me 120 or $100 to come in your office for a visit. My grandmother not working nowhere. I come and check you to come and check my grandmother. You charging me $500 to come and check my grandmother. Bam, a fast prescription. Bam, $500. You can come in my office to collect XYZ. And that's it. That's a money making unit. Stop it. You will enjoy it now. But later on, the wrath of prayers will fall on you. And then you will bother. That doctor said he comes. But look at this he was doing all the time. And the abusement he was doing to the elderly. That is why he saw he come. So the doctors at listening, stop it at once. And everything will be better for you. Even though you have a little chick on your side to feed. But don't feed out the elderly that getting a little pension from Spirit or whoever. I know you don't like it. But yes, still you want to take the money, not you? A visit at home should be 400. And a certain doctor, you rate me now, you know. That's your price. You have to break it down. Break it down. Because when you come, you're going to fast. And you're not.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your contribution, caller. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, you're making a lot of sense. I understand that home visits are, more expensive than a visit at the doctor's office because, I mean, they have patients scheduled in office, yet still they have to take the time off to go to you. But I've never heard of a $500 charge. I know I've paid as much as $200 for a home visit because you have to understand that the doctors will have to pack their stuff and walk with their stuff, and sometimes they're not sure what it is they're going to meet, so they have to walk with them. I understand the cost for a home visit is a little more. It's just like if you have a restaurant and you're doing delivery, there's a delivery charge. You get what I'm saying? But if you're saying 500, that is plenty much. We up and they bring the whole clinic to your home, man. But anyways, and yeah, another thing too, I've always had that question. Why is it when I go to the pharmacy, you use the sticker to cover whatever labeling is on the medication package? Put it on a bag, right? You have the clear lock bags. Put the sticker on the bag and put my packaging inside of that bag. I've already requested that from the pharmacy. Do not block off anything from my on my box, on my packaging for my medication. I wouldn't go so far as saying expired, because I mean the pharmacy can face shutting down and fines and lawsuits if it is that they sell expired medication to patients. I wouldn't support that point there. You know what I mean? I naturally have to bring that to the fore. Where you get expired or close to expired goods at the supermarket and you buy it if you want. It's your choice to purchase it. Nobody told you to purchase it, but they put it out on the shelves anyways. So yes, I support your claim or your point in the fact where the stickers are used to cover let me see what it is I buy. Let me see what I in my box. Let me see what the person who made it, the manufacturers, put on the box. I want to see with my two cocos here. Do not hide it from me. Okay, I get that. All right, and yes, another point he made was how impersonal some of the doctors can be in terms of explaining to you. I've already had the encounter. I accompanied somebody, a teenager, to the doctor. No, not my child. I accompanied a teenager to the doctor, and the doctor was so brusque and so vague, and he said something to the young lady, and I pull up the doctor. Well, I pull him up in his socks, and I tell him, let me tell you something. This is a person and you don't address her that way. You understand? So what if she's 15 and sexually active? Fine. You as the adult, you as the professional are supposed to educate her. You're the professional. So you're supposed to educate her, not damn and blast her, according my mother would say. You understand what I mean? So some of you need to fix your bedside manner, your patient, the way in which you interact with your patients, all right? I love all my doctor friends, and I don't get that personally when I visit them, but I know some people have complained, and sometimes some of the same doctors that I see, I've heard complaints about them. Granted, I've never, so and I always call them and I would tell them, well, so-and-so, I heard so-and-so, I heard this and that, and kakapanizo, so if that is the case, fix it, and they would tell me, okay, V, sorry, and, but yeah, right, so you need to, you as doctors, you as medical professionals, you need to work on that etiquette a bit. You understand? And if it's $500 for a doctor visit, a home visit, illas Papa Boji. And back to that other point he made. I paid my 150, my 120, my 180, whatever the case was. I paid my money for the visit. You requested tests. I paid money at the lab or whatever the facility to get my tests done, whatever the diagnostic center. I paid to have the tests done. The lab tech can easily tell me, well, we found this, that. But then they send it to your doctor, or they give it to you to take back to your doctor, and your doctor has to interpret. Well, once you give me my envelope, I open in and I interpret in. But the doctor has to interpret for you. Why do I have to pay the same cost of the visit that I'm paying for the interpretation? But anyways, let's go back to the telephone.
Hello?
Yeah, so when you hear me say good afternoon, I'm kuma say pale, you understand? Stop listening on the radio and on the TV and on the wherever. Once I tell you good afternoon, start to talk to me. Good afternoon, Hot Topics, you're live. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, Miss Bruno. Lovely lady.
Good afternoon to you, Paula. How are you, darling?
I'm fine. And you? How about you?
Today I'm doing well, my darling. I'm doing well. You have a vent for us today?
Yeah, here, I listen to one of your callers there. The doctor story. I can understand his pain. I can understand his pain, but this girl, myself, then somebody I was saying the same thing. I tell one of the in a doctor office I went there. Just a prescription, you know. Miss Bruno, I don't know you have to pay the prescription. You pay the prescription the same price as a doctor visit. And to go and read your results. You have to pay to read it too. I said, no, man. I had to tell one of them that they shall come in the office. I have done in a certain doctor office because they said I was too rude. And you don't know, it's just pretty color people. Pretty bright and color people. Office I went to. You don't know how you're going to rude already. I said, I tell them that to test. I said that the doctor said that said me and make do bilan. And I bring the results for him. I have to put it against him to read it. I said that's making money out of people's pockets.
At the end of the day, c'est pas OK for l'école pour to read results, you know. So I understand that there will be a charge for that because maybe in the time that he took to read your results, he could have seen another patient, you understand, and send them to do more tests. You get what I'm saying? So I understand that there should be a charge for presenting your results to you. However, I think it should be a little less, a percentage off, you know, the actual price of a doctor's visit.
I make a prescription for my mother because my brother bedridden, so no time I just go. And I pay the same price as the doctor visit. The doctor come and visit me, I pay the doctor to come at my house to do her visit for her. Sometimes when I want the prescription finished, I go back for her. I pay the same price as you visit. I say, Anyway, but that is not in my event. My event is for the enough. The youngsters of the north. When are you going to stop that senseless killing? My family, that's not not done and enough. I got to make it my business. You understand? And I sympathize with them parents, the recent killing not so long ago. I sympathize with them parents and to all the families. Everybody lost. You understand? And there are some young people. All your mother's parents are not to school. All your brides are not can do better. All you just involved, all yourself in things all you does involved. This is the end result. We don't kill each other, all the men. All the young men, you don't know aunties are already there. Who going to white man walk by with funny? You want me to tell you, you know? All you need to stop it. Okay, Jean. Stop this senseless killing. Unless we have enforced, stop up and have some parents that are really suit their children. Stop it. And if you have info, work with the police. Because this is enough, Miss Bruno. Too often that we don't have the kind of things that go in enough. But all of a sudden, this new generation come on stream, and according to culture, culture make us you can. The youth of today is blood and go run, something like that. You know this song I mentioned. I need to stop it, man. Miss Bruno, stay blessed and be blessed. And
thank you.
Next week you're gonna be here, or you wanna be there?
Say again.
Next week, you'll be on stream or you'll be in the street?
We'll have just Monday and Tuesday.
All right, so then I was going to tell you on Merry Christmas, but I'll tell it to you in next week, God's willing. So stay blessed, Miss Bruno. Blessed weekend.
Thank you, Paula. You as well. Thanks for your contribution. All right. So, guys, what we're going to do is take a short break right now. When we come back, we continue with the events. Big shout out to you, Zetma and Marina.
This relationship, we've officially run out of steam. These issues have been bubbling for far too long. I'm sorry, but I got burned too many times. So, I'm moving on him to a hot new stove from Quartz. I met him online and he doesn't mind doing all the cooking.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz.
No, it's not my fault. Don't try to gaslight me.
Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Looking for that perfect setup for your conference, a seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering. How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kyrie Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need. PA systems, stage, lighting, tents, microphones, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today on 612-4050 or 448-7330. Kyrie Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.